Welcome to Hope with Jonathan podcast, where we share stories of hope. My name is Jonathan Traylor. I'm a 15-month kidney transplant recipient who faced a near-death experience back in July of 2019. I had a lot of different symptoms: chronic fatigue, swollen ankles, couldn't breathe very well, and really nauseated. And I stayed in the bed for days of what I thought was fighting the flu. No, it wasn't. It was complete kidney failure, guys. Stage 5 ESRD. Within a few days, they removed about 30 pounds of fluid, and I had to ride in a helicopter to get dialysis treatment to save my life. Listen, guys, we now try to educate people, inspire, and motivate through the power of sharing your warrior story. If you like stories like this, stay tuned. Hope with Jonathan podcast is a Hope Media production. Never let hope become a memory. Hope with Jonathan podcast is a Hope Media production. Hope with Jonathan podcast is in collaboration with Impact America Media, where we give hope to patients to continue on, stay motivated, inspire, and encourage them to continue in the journey. For more information on Impact America Media, please visit impactamericamedia.com. Again, Hope with Jonathan podcast is in collaboration with Impact America Media. Hey guys, this is Jonathan, the host of the Hope with Jonathan podcast. And hey guys, Hope with Jonathan now has a website, www.hopewithjonathan.com, where you can go over and find out where to follow us on all of our social media links, our podcast, our YouTube channel, and much more. Again, guys, for more information on Hope with Jonathan, you can go to www.hopewithjonathan.com. Hey guys, welcome back to the Hope with Jonathan podcast, and I'm your host, Jonathan Traylor. Hey guys, I want to tell you guys I'm really excited about releasing this podcast. This podcast, it was amazing that I did with the American Association of Kidney Patients, AAKP. This podcast was incredible. We had on there, we had Richard Knight, the president of AAKP. We also had Erin Kahle, Diana Clynes. We had Rodgers. We also had Uncle Jim Myers on this interview. And this interview was such a pleasure to do. As you guys know, I'm an ambassador for AAKP, And let me tell you guys just a little bit about AAKP and who they are. So AAKP, guys, has over 50 years of advocacy and leadership for kidney patients. They give kidney patients a voice, and they fight for our rights. They continue to put out resources for kidney disease, dialysis, transplant, and just much more. You can go over and check out their website at www.aakp.org. If you're not already an ambassador for them, you do not have to be a kidney patient. You can actually be an ambassador for them. Anyone's welcome to be an ambassador for them. You can be a family member, or maybe you're just a friend and you're interested and you want to help us out. Please go over to the website and definitely sign up and become an ambassador today for the AAKP. It's the oldest, longest running kidney patient nonprofit organization, AAKP, and they are amazing. I mean, they do so much for the kidney patient, the kidney community. Just an incredible organization. I stand proudly with them as an ambassador. I'm involved with many different things that they've put out and done. I'm involved with the RUOK 5.1 potassium that they do every year, so look out for that. They spread awareness for potassium. Potassium is a very crucial thing that you have to watch. Definitely as a kidney patient, got to make sure it doesn't get too high, or you can be in some major issues with your heart and some other issues involving with kidney patients. It's just it's a great way to spread awareness for potassium. So you can check that out as well at aakp.org. Like I said, guys, it's RUOK 5.1, and it's all about potassium. And they have some great education on that as well. Some videos over there on their website. Pretty much everything comes from their YouTube channel. So if you haven't already checked out their YouTube channel, you can definitely do that as well. But like I said, guys, if you're not already a member or you're an ambassador, it's definitely really easy. You just go over to the website and you can sign up to do all that. It's completely free. I know they do have some paid stuff for like educators and nurses and doctors and stuff like that, but just for kidney patients and people that want to be involved with the advocacy part of things, and just want to be like a member, want to possibly be an ambassador, it's all free. So all you have to do is go over and sign up. Definitely reach out to me, contact me. I can definitely get you some information on this. Like I said, guys, AAKP is an incredible organization. Again, guys, I really hope that you guys will enjoy this podcast. It was an incredible interview. Really enjoyed it, thoroughly enjoyed it. And really happy that AAKP decided to do this interview with me. And really hope that you guys have a blessed New Year. This is going to be the first podcast of the year for you guys to enjoy. And hope you guys are enjoying what we're doing with Hope with Jonathan. You'll be able to catch this over on the YouTube channel. If you haven't already been over there and check this out over on YouTube, definitely please go over there, check it out. You can actually watch this live streaming interview over there versus listening to the podcast. It's definitely up on the channel. You'll have to scroll back quite a bit, but definitely you can always welcome to go back and watch these lives. Really appreciate all the support for our podcast. Hope you guys have a very, very blessed new year. I pray that it's a prosperous one for you guys. And guys, listen, never give up on hope. Always continue to just keep believing that good things are coming. Great things are coming your way. Again, guys, appreciate all the support for Hope with Jonathan. You can definitely check us out at hopewithjonathan.com. God bless you guys. Stay safe out there. And remember to take care of your kidneys. God bless. This is Jonathan.
I think the work that is being done by AAKP is so critical to patients all around the country. Their ability to advocate on our behalf ensures that everybody understands the impact of kidney disease and what they can do to help us.
I always have fun at an AAKP event. How could you not have fun? You're with people who understand completely what you and your family are going through. So it's not just for patients, AAKP. AAKP should be for the family of patients, because when a patient has kidney disease, the family has kidney disease.
Belonging to an independent advocacy organization like AAKP gives me the confidence that I can represent them and people living with kidney disease to represent them honestly.
Our objective over the coming decade is to reach people around the globe and not just limited to the United States, because kidney disease is a universal disease.
They encourage patients to be the voice for their care and treatment. And I don't see that as much in other organizations, and I feel like that is so necessary for patients to feel like they have a voice and they can make change in regards to their care and treatment.
It's important to be a patient advocate because to whom much is given, much is required. I was given this gift of life back in 2008 by my donor, Leanne, rest in peace. She was a deceased donor. So now if I can use my voice and use my platform and influence to impact lives, and my favorite word, why not? And why not become an organ and tissue donor today?
We spend a lot of time here, particularly in D.C., in the nation's capital, talking with staff, with the legislators, and trying to help them understand exactly what the patient perspective is on anything that's kidney or renal related. It's a great honor to be able to do it. Our numbers are growing, and part of our strategy is for them to understand that we will come and visit and talk with them, and we represent the patient voice, and we want that to be heard, and that's how we do it.
People around the world who are sick and suffering with kidney disease need a voice of optimism, they need the tactics, and they need the reinforcement from fellow patients here in the U.S. to do what they do and demand a change in the status quo. And we fully intend to arm patients around the world with the tools they need to be more vocal with their governments, regardless of the ideology of their government, and to demand solutions and to defend private sector companies and investors who are willing to get into this space and deliver more innovation for patients.
AAKP opens the door so that it broadens the whole horizon. You're one person. When you belong to AAKP, you suddenly become a tribe.
Hi guys, welcome to Hope with Jonathan. I'm your host, Jonathan Traylor. As you can see tonight, guys, we are featuring the AAKP, the American Association of Kidney Patients, and it is a true honor to have them on with Hope with Jonathan. Hey guys, tonight we will be talking about the AAKP, the benefits for joining the AAKP, and we'll be talking about the 46th annual National Patient Meeting, and we'll be talking about some other things as well. I've got some really awesome guests with me tonight. I have the president of the AAKP, Mr. Richard Knight. Also, we have Diana Clynes, who's the executive director. We also have Erin Kahle, who is the director of Patient Insights, data analytics and advocacy. We have a board member, chairman of the planning committee, Rodgers, and we also have the one and only Uncle Jim Myers on our show. He's also a board member as well. And I'll let them expand a little bit more on their titles and talk and describe a little bit more about what they do at the AAKP. But guys, this is going to be an amazing interview. I hope you guys will get involved, get engaged in this interview. Please share this with all of your friends. And guys, I really, really appreciate, when I was a kidney patient or just became a kidney patient and suffered a near-death experience with kidney disease, the AAKP made a lasting impression on me right away with the patient engagement and the involvement that they had with the patient. And the things that I seen from the AAKP impressed me from the start, and I had to be involved and sign up to be a ambassador right away. And I did so over at aakp.org, and definitely wanted to be involved with them. And I just think the AAKP is definitely the face of the kidney disease and kidney dialysis, kidney transplant, and they represent the kidney patient in the most best way. And I wanted to bring them on tonight, Hope with Jonathan, so that they could expand and talk a little bit more about the AAKP, guys. So without further ado, guys, I want to introduce my guests to you tonight and bring them on. And welcome to AAKP, the Hope with Jonathan tonight. Hey guys, welcome to the show tonight. I really appreciate you guys joining.
Thank you for having us.
Well, tonight I wanted to let everybody kind of go around before we get started and kind of talk a little bit about, you got to, introduce yourself and talk a little bit about your title and what you do with the AAKP. We'll start with Diana.
Well, thanks, Jonathan, for having us on. My name is Diana Clynes. I'm the Executive Director for the American Association of Kidney Patients. I've been proudly with the organization for over 16 years now, and it's really been an honor to, serve the kidney patient community and work for AAKP. It's not a job, it's not a career, it's a passion, and I absolutely love what I do and the individuals that I do it for. So my main responsibilities are working directly with our national board of directors, our ambassadors. I work very closely with a lot of our federal agency representatives that we work with at the CDC, CMS, HHS, all the alphabet soup, and a lot of our industry partners that are working hard on innovations in the space.
All right, awesome. Richard?
Well, first of all, Jonathan, I want to thank you for hosting the program. And I met you through Kent's support group, and I saw right then that you were very interested in becoming involved. So I'm certainly glad you chose to become involved with AAKP, serving as an ambassador. So I want to thank you for your service to the patient community and to AAKP. I couldn't help but notice, and I will be brief, the introduction. Glenda, Suzanne, Dave White, Ed Hickey, Jennifer Jones, Ed Why Not Drake, myself, Paul Conway, Dale Rodgers. That right there is a lineup of individuals who are really, really dedicated to the organization. With respect to myself, I've been with the organization since 2008. I found out about AAKP after I had my transplant, and I was searching for a vehicle that would allow me to get more engaged, because even back then, the status quo was simply unacceptable. I believe that there was a better way that we could do things. I spent I use the term interesting because they were interesting years on dialysis, hemodialysis in center at DaVita. And they took, I want to go on record, say they took very, very good care of me. And I was fortunate enough to get a transplant from a living donor. And I'm 14 plus years out now. And I have a great quality of life, which allows me to be dedicated and put forth the effort in terms of working with AAKP, but also have a number of health challenges
that other patients do as well. I just don't spend any time letting them get in my way. I spend a lot of time with doctors, got 4 doctor appointments this week. But in terms of committed to the organization, with the staff, with my colleagues here, we're just real excited about that. So I'll give it back to you and see who we're going to hear from next.
All right. Thank you, Richard. Uncle Jim.
Hi, everybody. I'm Uncle Jim Myers. That's my advocacy nickname. I'm from Hammond, Indiana. I'm a polycystic kidney disease patient and have been for over 40 years. I was on dialysis for 4 years. I was transplanted subsequently after that in 2019. I've been with the AAKP since approximately 2012. I'm both an ambassador and a member of the board of directors. I founded the pediatric kidney division, if you want to call it that, with the AAKP, and I've chaired several committees. I'm on several committees, and I'm nominating Jonathan Traylor as the winner for the social media award this year, the layperson's division. So that's a little bit about your Uncle Jim. I'm kind of their lay social media freak, John.
Well, thank you very much, Uncle Jim. I appreciate your nomination, and you're not too shabby yourself, sir.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that, John.
All right, Erin.
Hi, everybody. Erin Kahle. Jonathan, thank you so much for having us on, and we appreciate everything that you are doing in the kidney community, and we're so glad that you're part of AAKP. I joined the organization about 4 years ago, previously worked with the National Kidney Foundation for many years, and was lucky enough and fortunate enough to be in contact with AAKP and become part of the family there. I absolutely love what I do. As Diana said, it's not necessarily a job, it's more of a passion, and thankfully I don't have any family history of kidney disease, but I can certainly say that I've made a lot of friends and a second family with all the patients and family members and donors that I've met over the years. And I oversee a lot of our engagement and advocacy activities. So all of our surveys that go out, our ambassador initiative, we do a lot of recruitment for getting patients on advisory boards to help companies understand what kidney patients really need and what they really want in order to live their lives to the fullest. And it's just a truly, truly wonderful organization, and I love what I do, and I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. Last but not least, Mr. Dale Rodgers.
So I'm Dale Rodgers. Jonathan, thank you for having us tonight. First off, I'd like to say I'm coming to you as a patient that has been doing the kidney routine for the last 24 years. And a defining moment for me that was outside of my own care was when an 83-year-old lady that sat next to me that was like a grandmother at dialysis. It was on a Friday, and she said to me, "I won't be here on Monday." And I said, "You skipping?" And she said, "No, I've chosen the alternative." And all of us that have spent time on dialysis know what that alternative is. Yeah. And that hurt me because, she was an 83-year-old lady, and she made mittens for each one of us that were on dialysis, because if you've spent any time on dialysis, you know how cold it gets. Mm-hmm. And, I went home crying that night, and you guys aren't supposed to see me cry. So I decided I had to do something. And so I decided that I was going to find the organization. I was going to do my research, and I was going to join the organization that could help the situation of myself being pushed, pulled, and dragged over the chronic kidney disease cycles. And so 2017, I found AAKP. I found that at another event that Richard, Paul, and David White were at, and I connected with Dave White, and Dave White got me connected with Erin, and the rest is history from now. So when I look at my email and I see Erin's name, I say, here we go again. We're going to get something done. So that's kind of my story with AAKP.
Awesome. Awesome, Dale. That's real impactful. I appreciate you sharing that. Thanks again. So it's really an honor to have all of you on the show tonight. And I've got a few questions that I wanted to ask you guys. And so we kind of already, went over how you became involved with AAKP. So we'll go ahead and move on to our next question. So with over 50 years of advocacy, what makes AAKP so unique? And I'm going to ask this to Richard and Diane. Whoever wants to go first.
Go ahead, Diana.
So AAKP was founded in 1969 by a group of dialysis patients when the treatment wasn't readily available to everybody who had kidney failure. And so they saw the need to support others that were going through this chronic condition, and they bound together and they formed the National Association of Patients on Hemodialysis, which was the precursor to AAKP. So we are truly an organization that was founded by kidney patients for kidney patients. So we look at everything through the unique lens of a patient. And it was actually one of AAKP's board members that dialyzed in front of Congress to help pass the Medicare ESRD program. So we're unique where we started in advocacy and grassroots efforts. We've grown to be the oldest and largest patient-led kidney patient organization in the United States. And, we're unapologetic about our viewpoints to make sure that the patients are in the forefront of everything we do.
Awesome. Richard?
Good response, Diana, as usual. I'm going to talk about our uniqueness because, first of all, we have the patient perspective, and we're led by patients. We're often invited out to patient meetings, and I'll ask, well, where are your patients? And they will have staff there speaking on behalf of patients. And I always tell them, no, the patients can speak for themselves. If you need to, I can get some patients from your organization to come out and talk for themselves, because there is a different perspective that patients have. And the next thing is that we have a lot of experience. Paul Conway has been in the political arena. He must have started when he was about 2, because he's been in there for close to 40 years. I've certainly worked with at the time, a congressman. I was a legislative director and was in charge of quite a few things for a friend of mine who was a congressman. Ed Hickey, our vice president, has that type of experience. So in addition to the patient perspective, we also have a lot of experience with the Senate, the House, as well as the administration, which is somewhat unique. And we have tremendous support. We have a medical advisory board that is first class, and they give of themselves so that, we're patients, we think we know a lot, but we're not doctors. So we have to be right on the issues. Now, on the business side of things, because a lot of times advocacy, I understand that organizations, what we call business models, they may do what's in the best interest of the organization, but in many times that may conflict what's in the best interest of patients. So those are types of things that we have to sort out. And in many instances, we all work with lobbyists. We have great friends who are lobbyists, but they get paid to do this, and they get paid to represent a certain perspective. As I told one doc when he said it's not that simple, I said it is for us. If it's good for the patient, we can support it. If it's not good for the patient, then we're not going to support it. And so that's the basis for our uniqueness. And we have a very supportive staff, and we have, like our board members are very committed, very involved. And we spend a lot of time on Capitol Hill, and we communicate in many instances, the docs who are great, but they have a vested interest because they get paid for this. So we're a little bit more neutral, and we're doing things that represent people who can't necessarily speak for themselves.
Awesome. that the explanation of both of your answers are great with Richard and Diana. But those reasons that you guys are explaining are some of the main reasons why that I wanted to get involved, because you guys put the patient first. And I just think it's amazing what the AAKP stands for, with putting the patients, first, and thinking about the patient's mindset first. I just think that's awesome and amazing. And I appreciate you guys answering those questions for me. So this one's going to go out to Dale and Erin. What does it mean to be a kidney voter?
Dale, I'll let you start on this one.
Okay. Well, so many of you know that I'm an ambassador. I'm the secretary, and I sit on the board. I've been able to see firsthand, from the patient perspective clear into administration of the organization. There you go, Richard. How much being a kidney voter means. And I'm going to kind of answer this question from the patient side of it, even though I have some perspectives from more than just the patient side. But the patient side means that if you're a kidney voter, you're a constituent inside of the state that you live in. And when you live inside of the state, you have federal congressmen. And if you're their constituent, that means they want your vote. And with them wanting your vote, that means you have a voice. And when you have a voice and you use it, you're suddenly part of the American Association of Kidney Patients. Okay. Now we just need more of the Association of Kidney Patients to step up and become a member of the actual organization, so that they can be a kidney voter and promote the issues that affect each one of us in our fight with chronic kidney disease.
Thank you, Dale.
Thank you, Dale. Appreciate it.
That's a great overview. So just to piggyback off of what Dale said, we launched our kidney voter campaign a few years ago, and it's become the largest voter registration in the U.S. for kidney patients. We're really proud of this. We want to encourage people to vote. As Dale said, you have public servants who work for you and who want your vote, but it's important that you're voting for people who are really looking out for you. So while we won't tell you who we want you to vote for, that doesn't matter. We just want to encourage you to research those candidates and make sure that you're making an informed decision in choosing who you want to be, your elected officials. It's really easy to sign up to be a voter if you're not already. You can go to the AAKP website. I wish I had a link that we could put up right away, but if you go to bit.ly/AAKP kidney voter, you'll be taken to a page where you can register to vote. It's very easy. And then you can also sign up for our Action Center, where you'll be given an alert when your voice is needed to help push legislation through, or maybe stop legislation that may not be in the best interest of kidney patients. So we're really active on Capitol Hill, on legislative issues, regulatory issues. So we really want to make sure that the kidney patients and their caregivers and living donors, that all of their voices are heard, and that innovations and research and everything in the best interest of those impacted by kidney disease is really looked after, and you can be part of that change. So we encourage you to become a kidney voter. Every year, as Richard held up his sign, we do a kidney voter registration on social media. So take a picture with your sign, send it to us. We'll share it on social media. Just let everybody know that you've become a kidney voter.
Awesome, Erin. Appreciate you sharing. If you can see on the screen there, if you click right there on the top of the top version, this is the desktop version I'm on. at aakp.org. You can just click that right there and become a kidney voter right there on their website. And this is their website, and they have a lot of content, a lot of information on here. If you haven't been over to aakp.org's website, definitely go over and check it out, guys. And sign up to be an ambassador or a member. It's free right here. You can sign up. And just wanted to kind of show you guys the desktop version really quick. And like I said, there's lots of different important content for kidney patients on here. Of course, if you sign up, you're going to receive those great emails that we definitely receive, and definitely appreciate those. And I'll stop sharing my screen. But I really appreciate those answers, great answers. I wanted everybody to get kind of an insight of what that means to be a kidney voter. And so appreciate that, because I know a lot of people, they hear that term and they wonder what exactly does that mean. So I appreciate your answers. Let's see. Can we give some details on what the decade of the kidney is? And I'm going to ask that one to Richard.
Oh man, we don't have long enough, but but I'll be brief. We have life pretty good here in the United States. We have a lot of innovation. Things are taking place, and between Paul Conway and Ed Hickey came up with the concept, and we've been implementing it. But let me just say that on a global basis, we have a patient-led innovation group or consortium. And what does that mean? Well, it means that we're expanding the role of the patient and the patient voice on a global basis. And so that means in policies, that means in innovation, kidney research, investments, inclusive clinical trials. And we want to do what we can to accelerate innovation. A lot of things are choice. And as patients, we use our voice by joining with other global organizations. We've got them from the United Kingdom, Europe, Argentina, many, many more. So how are we going to do that? We're going to do that, and we are doing that by implementing it through what we call the Decade of the Kidney. We started that back in 2019, and we have a community of stakeholders that will more or less push this through. We've been collaborating for the last 2 or 3 years. It's been very successful. Patients are very receptive. Quite frankly, they aspire to have the type of organization that we have in this country. And there are many countries who are getting on board and are working with us. And when you come to the conference, even though it's our national patient meeting, we're still going to have a global flavor to it. So it's really a transformative initiative. And you'll see that many other organizations are picking up on it and getting involved in it. So we want to make certain that we do the best that we can for patients, and not just here in the United States, globally. There are professional medical organizations throughout the world. We've even gotten involved with them. I know I've been asked to join the patient advisory committee for one of the organizations, and I would do that. Our effort is separate, but we will work with them collaboratively as well. And that will allow us to reach out and touch bases with many more nations. So this is part of an overall strategy that we have. And right now it's gaining in momentum. It's being very well received. And a lot of people are very, very excited about it. And I want to say this, Jonathan, all this, these aren't separate activities. If you think of circles in the air, they're overlapping. And that's part of our strategy, from kidney voters to the pediatric activity that Jim is responsible for, because we can't forget about the little ones. And obviously that plays overseas as well. So I'll stop there, but we could talk about that forever. Come on out to the annual patient meeting and listen to some of the speakers who will talk about some of the global issues that impact us all.
All right.
Thanks for asking the question.
That's awesome information. Appreciate you sharing. I'll have to bring you back sometime so we can just talk just straight up about the decade of the kidney.
Oh yeah.
But I got a friend here from Canada, and he had a great question. I appreciate him watching all the way from Toronto. He's wondering, is there a Canadian equivalent there in Canada? Does anybody have an idea if there's any kind of organization such as like what the AAKP is doing, only maybe in the Canadian version?
I know we have
Tell them
some
to join
members
us,
from Canada.
John.
But
We have an international organization.
Yeah.
He can certainly become a member of the AAKP. He can become an ambassador.
Sure.
He should contact Erin.
There
Sure.
you go.
Erin would be happy to help him.
Well, you've heard it first. Kyle, appreciate the question.
Great
this-
question.
Yeah, it was a great question. Thanks. Appreciate it again. So why is it important for kidney patients to join the AAKP, and how can they join? I'm going to let Uncle Jim and Diana answer this one. Diana, if you want to go first.
Yeah, well, there's membership to AAKP is free. So, we encourage everybody to join. It's free for patients, family members, living donors. There's a lot of great benefits to becoming a member. We keep you up to date on the latest advocacy issues, innovations and research, opportunities to get involved and share your unique patient perspective, whether it's in regards to a trial, a research opportunity, or your voice is needed on some advocacy or legislative issue. Joining is super easy. You just go to our website, and on the top of the website, we have a button. You can click right into that button and join, at no charge. And just, it's important to kind of provide your information so you can receive those emails from us, especially in this virtual world. We have all social media platforms. So, get involved, share and what we post on Facebook and Twitter, and just really become an active member of AAKP.
Awesome. Uncle Jim?
I think it's very important for kidney patients to join the AAKP because, as we stated earlier, we're the oldest, largest, most patient-centered, patient-run, and patient-oriented group in America. And, we've established that, we're accepting ambassadors from all over the world now. I know that there are people from India and Bangladesh and France and other places that, we have requested. I can only relate my own story to your question, Jonathan. I was on dialysis in 2012, and my doctor approached me, a guy named Dr. Vali Lala, and he suggested that I contact a group, the End-Stage Renal Disease Group, Region 10, and their network, and he asked me to write an essay. And this was for the American Association of Kidney Patients, as it turned out. And I wrote the essay, and I was accepted. And they had me to their patient meeting. Rich, it was the patient meeting in Las Vegas. Would that have been around 2013, 2014, something like that?
Yep.
At any rate, they had me come out. And, here in Northwest Indiana, I'm kind of a lone wolf. I'm like the only really serious kidney advocate that I know. And when I went to the meeting in Las Vegas, I mean, there were all of these other people that were just like me, and every educational program, every discussion that they had, every presentation that they had was meaningful to me, and it was great. All of it was great. Everybody was well prepared. They had excellent things to say. I learned so much. I ran out of paper and pen. I took so many notes, and I thought to myself, man, I am home, baby. This is where I belong. I want to be with the American Association of Kidney Patients because these people, they understand a guy like me. And I was just really thrilled to be a part of it. Even their vendors were different than other organizations, because it was a lot more patient-centered, a lot more patient-oriented, things that would benefit the patient, not just trying to make money off of us, okay, but trying to help us. And that meant a great deal to me. And that's why I'm a member of the American Association of Kidney Patients. And that's why I'm asking every kidney patient in our audience tonight to please go to the website, aakp.org, and sign up and become a member of the greatest kidney organization in the world, the American Association of Kidney Patients.
Awesome, Uncle Jim. Well, you can tell that Uncle Jim is passionate about being involved with the AAKP, and you can see why. Just look at this panel of guests that we have on. Everybody on here shares that same passion. Uncle Jim, appreciate your passion for the AAKP and your answer, and definitely appreciate what you do in the kidney community. Appreciate your answer, brother. And I 100% agree with you. And so this next question or next discussion, we're going to talk about the national patient meeting that's coming up. And I'd like to direct this question to Dale. Dale, when is this national patient meeting? And what will be the focus of that meeting?
So the meeting is going to be held virtually this year, September 24th and 25th. The meeting and what it will consist of, the first thing I'm going to tell you, it's going to teach you to be a better kidney patient. Because one, it's going to teach you about policy. It's going to teach you about innovation. It's going to connect you with other patients. It's going to connect you with patients around your area. And it's going to show you an organization that is led by patients, that their number one concern is helping each and every individual patient out there, whether it be somebody in California, whether it be somebody in Maine, whether it be somebody in Florida, or whether it be somebody in Washington. And, we might as well add South Dakota in there too, and everywhere in between. So I just want to make sure that every patient out there that's listening, and not only patients, but family members and caregivers, because there will be stuff that you'll learn from this meeting, that this meeting is designed to help everyone. This meeting's designed to help you become a better advocate, and this meeting is designed to help you become a patient that is willing to open their voice to make a patient choice.
Awesome. Erin, can you expound on that a little bit?
Yeah, so obviously Dale did a wonderful job, and Dale's been at several of our patient meetings over the years, and we're really happy to have him as chair of the meeting this year. He's given a really great sort of welcome video that you'll see when you log into the patient meeting on September 24th. As everybody's been mentioning, registration for the event is free. We typically have the meeting in person all around the country. So Jim mentioned Las Vegas. We've had it in Florida. We've had it in Washington, D.C., in Nashville, just all over the place. And unfortunately with COVID, last year we had to transition and put everything online. But we were able to reach even more patients than ever before, kind of avoiding the hassle of traveling and making hotel reservations. So it was really easy for people all over the globe to tune in. And we're excited again this year that we're having the patient meeting virtually as well. We have a really exciting platform that we're using where you can log into the event. You can see bios and photos on all of the speakers for the sessions. You can meet all of the other attendees of the meeting. You can request a meeting with them, so you can chat one-on-one with them, or you can do a video chat with them. There is an agenda tab in the platform where you can see all of the different sessions that are taking place during the 2-day event. You can bookmark a session. You can download resources that that are available in the sessions, and you can save them or download them to your computer. We have a wonderful sponsor hall. We have a lot of really great sponsors this year, and a number of our nonprofit kidney patient organization partners are also exhibiting. So we encourage you to stop by the sponsor hall, visit the sponsors, the exhibitors, chat with them, download their resources. We have a networking lounge where you can sit down at a virtual table. We have a photo booth where you can take a photo of yourself, showing us how you've tuned into the meeting, if you're using your phone or your laptop, or if you're watching with a group of friends. It just goes on and on. We have a lot to offer this year. We're really excited about it. And one of the new things that we have this year that we didn't have last year is gamification on the platform. So if any of you have attended different conferences over the years, you may be familiar with this, but basically you'll be earning points every time you do something on the platform. So if you're looking at the agenda and bookmarking an educational session, or if you're visiting a sponsor in the sponsor hall, if you're chatting with a fellow attendee, you'll be earning points all throughout the patient meeting. You can see who's in the leaderboard by clicking on the trophy at the top of the screen. And we have some really great prizes that we'll be awarding to the top leaders. So it's just a nice little incentive to get people interacting more and having that kind of more personal one-on-one networking that, you know, we kind of miss not having the in-person meeting. But this is going to be a really great, exciting patient meeting. We hope everybody will be following us on social media and using our hashtag KidneyPatients21. I don't know what else I can say. It's just, it'll be a lot of fun. We're getting really excited for it. It's easy to register. You can go to our website, aakp.org. On the homepage, you'll see a scrolling banner, and you'll see a banner about the National Patient Meeting. You can click on that. It'll take you to the registration page. And you'll see all of us there. We'll be chatting with people, and you'll get to meet others all over the world. And we hope you'll come by and you'll say hello.
Yeah, and a lot of the great thing about our meetings is we have general sessions, and then we have some breakout sessions that are going to be going on concurrently in the afternoon. So if there's going to be something for, regardless of where you are in your kidney journey, or what treatment option or modality you're on, or maybe what you're interested in transitioning to, there's something for everybody. And all sessions are going to be available on demand after the event as well. So if you miss a session, or if you're kind of trying to choose between two breakouts, don't worry. All of that information is going to be available on our YouTube channel and on our website. And, as Erin said, we were able to really grow the number of individuals we were able to reach and serve last convention. And even the individuals, post meeting, we get thousands and thousands of views on all of the on-demand sessions. So, don't worry if you miss anything, but it's a great opportunity. So we look forward to you joining us.
Hey, Jonathan, just one more thing I'd like to add.
Sure.
I learned this from the beginning of my whole start with AAKP, that if there's patients out there that are struggling with different issues, this is a perfect opportunity for those patients to reach out to other kidney patients and say, hey, I'm going through this. Do you got any suggestions for me? And so patients out there, use this as an opportunity to strengthen your own walk with chronic kidney disease.
That's a great information shared there, Dale, and I appreciate you sharing that. Also, Erin and Diana, great information shared. Sounds very exciting. I signed up early, so I'm one of those. I sign up as soon as I get the chance, and of course, I got that really cool swag bag, so I really appreciate that. Had some really great AAKP gear in there, so it was really cool to get that stuff. and got my wife to sign up as an ambassador as well. So she's getting, so slowly but surely starting to convert some of the family members to getting involved as well. But it's a great thing, and I can only imagine if it was an in-person event, I'm sure it would be amazing. This COVID era that we're in, of course, we got to remain safe. So we're doing everything in this virtual world now that we live in, it seems like. But it sounds amazing, even in the virtual space that we're in. So, guys, if you get the chance, definitely go sign up, and we'll have all the information. We'll have the website and the link in the description on the YouTube channel here, that you'll be able to go right to the link and be able to sign up for all these things that they've discussed and went over. Also, one thing I wanted to ask, I guess, Diana, if you want to answer, is who will be featured? Who's going to be some of the featured speakers at this event?
Yeah, well, we have a great lineup of speakers. We'll be releasing the full agenda next week, so you can really kind of peruse around and see exactly what sessions and who's going to be there. But we'll have some representatives from federal agencies, NIH, FDA. We have a great medical officer from the CDC that will be joining us and giving us some updates on COVID-19 and vaccinations for kidney patients. And a session this year that's going to be really exciting is a general session that we're hosting on meaningful research includes patients at the table. So we're going to have about 5 representatives on that panel. We're working with all of them on research projects where they've come to AAKP for help in recruiting patients for interviews, online surveys, so they can really understand, what patients want. And so that's going to be a really, really great session. We have Dr. Claudia Delaris, Dr. Alyssa Gordon, Melissa West from the Kidney Health Initiative will be joining us, Dr. Wendy St. Peter. We just have a great lineup. We have a representative from PCORI and a lot of other great, world-renowned nephrologists that'll be joining us. But most importantly too, there's going to be patients involved in all of these. All of our moderators for these sessions are fellow kidney patients. So we're really excited. So definitely keep your eye on the website. We'll be releasing that full agenda very shortly.
Okay, thanks again. That's awesome. Really looking forward to it event, and definitely looking forward to checking it out. Definitely appreciate you guys coming on the show tonight. It's been a very informative interview. Lots of information shared, lots of reasons shared why you should be a part of the AAKP. As Dale mentioned, he's a kidney patient. I'm a kidney patient as well. In 2019, I experienced near-death experience with kidney disease because of type 2 diabetes and hypertension, and the effects of hypertension, type 2 diabetes ultimately landed me in the emergency room, and I ended up in emergency kidney failure. I ended up surviving that event through the prayers and support of many different, doctors, nurses, family members. Just the support is endless with Kent Bressler Kidney Solutions, people like that came into my life, Uncle Jim Myers, all these type of advocates that came into my life. All the support is so crucial. And that's the reason why I'm still sitting here. I really, truly believe it is because of the support that I had. And I believe AAKP is a strong source of support for kidney patients. So definitely get involved with the AAKP. And in closing, guys, I just want to let you guys get an opportunity for patients out there that may have just got diagnosed with kidney disease. I like to leave my shows with a word of hope. The show's called Hope with Jonathan. So if you guys could give maybe a few words of inspiration and hope to patients that are just newly diagnosed with kidney disease, starting with Diana.
Yeah, I would just say, being diagnosed with kidney disease is absolutely life-changing, and AAKP is here for you, whether you want to just kind of observe what we have to offer in our information, the background, take your time getting as involved as you like. We're here to serve every patient, every family member of a kidney disease patient, regardless if you want to be one of these great gentlemen, on the show and actively involved as an ambassador, board member, or, whether you just want to be a member of AAKP and help those in your local community and share our resources, we're here for you.
Awesome. Richard?
Well, Diana said a lot. I'm going to sum it up like this. As an organization, all the things we've talked about this evening, the most important thing, I believe, is hope. For those who are, devastated by the diagnosis, for those that go to their dark space, that get depressed, that have anxiety, they worry about things, we understand we've been through it. And part of the challenge is for you to step up and become engaged. And you'll find that there are many people who have been, and some still are, where you have been. So we want to educate you. Then we want to give you a voice. And then we want you to be in a position to help out someone else, just as we will commit to helping out you. So all the things we talked about are great, but the greatest thing is that we're going to offer you hope for a better quality of life.
Oh, that's beautiful, Richard. Thank you. Uncle Jim.
We've been on that road that you're on now. We've been there. We've actually experienced it. Myself, John, Richard, Dale. We're all kidney patients. We've been down the road that you're on. We want to help you. Let me repeat that. We want to help you. Contact us personally. Contact us through the AAKP. Ask any questions that you have. You can reach me at kidneystories@hotmail.com any time of the day or night, and I will try to help you. Okay? Just like everybody else here, we'll try to help you. We have experience. We know things. I didn't lose all this hair because I'm inexperienced, man. I mean, I've been dealing with kidney disease for over 40 years now, 41 years. I was diagnosed when I was 25. I'm now 67. So anything that you need, any resource that you need, any questions that you have, we are here to help you. We are a patient-centered, patient-oriented, patient-run organization. And that's all we care about, is trying to help our fellow kidney patients. So please, if you have problems, you have issues, you have questions, you have concerns, don't be afraid to reach out to anyone, any of us here. We're happy to help you. And if we don't know an answer, then we know somebody who does. Okay? And we'll make sure that you get in touch with that person. It doesn't matter what your question is. Trust me. Between the four of us here and the many, many, many of us that are kidney patients in this organization, we are more than happy to help. We do not want you to go through the same nonsense that we went through as kidney patients. And if we can avoid that, that's my whole life. That's why I do the things that I do. That's why the organization does the things that it does. So don't be afraid to reach out to us. Anything.
Thank you, Uncle Jim. I appreciate your passion and definitely appreciate your friendship, and I appreciate your support. I've gotten to know Uncle Jim over the last, year and a half by way of Kent Bressler with Kidney Solutions. And I can tell you that Uncle Jim Myers is the real deal. So definitely appreciate you, brother, and appreciate you coming on the show.
No problem, John. Thank you for having me.
And Erin Kahle, appreciate you.
Thank you, Jonathan. I just want to reiterate that an informed patient is a successful patient, for lack of a better term. But by that, I mean, if you know what questions to ask, if you know where to go, go to AAKP. We can point you in the right direction. As Jim so eloquently said, he's been through all of this, and we can connect you with people that are passionate like Jim, who can sit with you, walk you through your journey, help you out in whatever way you need, understanding what your options are, and just understanding that there is hope, that there are a lot of people out there who are working for you on new innovations to have better treatment options, better biologics, diagnostics, better medicine, better everything. And that's something that we're doing with the Decade of the Kidney, and really getting that momentum spreading globally. So my final words would just be, encouraging everybody to be informed and know what questions to ask. And if you don't know what questions to ask, come to us, and we'll help you along the way.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Last but not least, Mr. Dale Rodgers.
So as I think back through this, and I think of that word that's probably most important to all the patients out there that could be listening, and to the families and caregivers, that word hope. And from my personal experience and through the experience of other patients that I've helped and other patients that have helped me, I think that word hope can be found through part of AAKP's mission statement of education, advocacy, patient engagement, and the fostering of patient communities. And when you achieve those things, I believe that you have found a place with a patient voice and a patient choice that you will be able to shout from the mountaintops with the rest of us kidney warriors that are beating our war drums.
Awesome, Dale. Really appreciate it. Appreciate everyone for coming on tonight. It's been a very informative interview, lots of passion shared, and definitely appreciate it. It's been a great honor to have all of you on our show, and definitely appreciate it. It'd be great to bring you guys back. I think we could talk another hour and share a whole lot more. So maybe we can get together and do that again sometime. But again, guys, it's been another great show with Jonathan. I hope you guys will go check out www.aakp.org and go sign up to be an ambassador. It's important for you to be involved and engaged if you're a kidney patient, or if you're a family member or a caregiver. You definitely want to get involved. And if you just want to join, you can definitely join. It's free to everyone. And get involved today. I implore you to get involved with AAKP. It's a great organization for kidney patients, and I really appreciate AAKP tonight for coming on Hope with Jonathan. Hey guys, you guys stay blessed out there. Take care. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you at the National Patient Meeting.
Good night.
Take care,
Thanks,
guys.
John.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Nice to
Bye-bye.
see everybody.
Bye.
Hey guys, Jonathan here. Guys, listen, we have a brand new podcast coming out produced by Hope Media Productions called Hope Stories Podcast. Let me tell you a little bit more. We wanted to give a platform for anybody to come on and share their story, a message of hope. Whether you've been through a weight loss journey, maybe you faced drug addiction and you beat that. Maybe you faced a near-death experience like I did with kidney disease. Maybe you went through organ failure. Maybe you had to get a liver transplant, or possibly you've been through a divorce. Or maybe you really faced some real hardship and went through a traumatic experience. We'd like to give you an opportunity to share your story. So if you like stories like that, people that have beat the odds and overcome great obstacles in life, you'll definitely want to check out Hope Stories Podcast, now streaming everywhere, including YouTube. Check out Hope Stories Podcast. Hey guys, go over to www.kidneywarriormerch.com. Submit your story today and get a shot at being the Warrior of the Month. If you're selected as the Warrior of the Month, you'll get a chance to interview with Hope with Jonathan podcast. Whether you're a kidney warrior, kidney dialysis patient, or even a kidney transplant patient, or maybe you've just been diagnosed with kidney disease, go over to www.kidneywarriormerch.com and submit your story today. Kidney Warrior Merch is a supporter of Hope with Jonathan podcast. Again, guys, that's www.kidneywarriormerch.com. Hey guys, I hope you really enjoyed this interview that we did with the American Association of Kidney Patients, AAKP. What an incredible, inspiring, motivating interview with packed with information, education, just so much that was put into this interview. A lot of preparation, a lot of time went into this, trying to get them to come on, and you know what? They were gracious enough to do it. It was very exciting, and man, just so exciting to have them on the show. And I'm just really much appreciated. It was just a great time with the AAKP. Again, guys, like I said before in the pre-part of the interview, if you guys are interested at all, definitely go over and check out their website at www.aakp.org. And go check out, become a member, become an ambassador. Man, they just do so much for the kidney community, kidney patients everywhere. Like I said, the oldest nonprofit kidney organization out there, long-standing, great reputation, very well known. Man, just very, very worthy organization. I appreciate everything that AAKP does for the kidney community, and in fact, I even mentioned it, in the beginning of this interview, that my early on state, after my diagnosis early on, I came across AAKP, and I was really impressed with what they were doing. And the first impressions is a lasting impression, and definitely with the AAKP, it's definitely been so true. The engagement that they have with the patient and everything that they do across the board with the community. And I want to also mention this. I do appreciate the fact that they send out the surveys and stuff, and do appreciate that they, try to collect data to try to further help, like with education with kidney disease, dialysis, transplant, and more. So definitely, guys, I want to encourage you guys to definitely fill out those surveys. They're not going to try to, do anything with the data that goes against anything. Go ahead and fill out those surveys. Help them out with the data. It's only to further education and help us in the community. So definitely fill out those surveys. Help them out if it pertains to you. Definitely fill those out. Help them out with the data. It would be much appreciated. And also, guys, feel free to check out becoming a member, becoming an ambassador. Sign up for anything that they have for free. I mean, man, they got, newsletters and, they're doing all kind of different sessions online where they will interview different doctors and all this stuff. It's all great. It's all for benefit. It's all for the benefit of the kidney community, to further education on kidney disease, dialysis, transplant, organ donation, and more. So just really appreciate the AAKP. God bless you guys for supporting Hope with Jonathan. I appreciate all the support. You guys are nothing but short of amazing, just beautiful. I appreciate you so much. If I could reach out and hug you guys, I would. So I'm sending virtual hugs to you guys right now. But I hope you guys have a really blessed new year, and I mean this with all my heart. I hope you guys have a prosperous new year for you guys. I'm just going to say a really quick prayer at the ending of this. Heavenly Father, we come to you right now. I ask you to bless all of the people out there that come across this podcast, that have listened to this podcast. I pray, God, that you would bless them in the new year. I pray that you would supply their every needs, Lord, and just continue to work in their life and lift them up, Lord, when they're down. Give them encouragement, give them hope. And Father, I pray in the name of Jesus, Lord, that you would just reach out and pour out a blessing upon each one of them that they've never had before in their life, Lord. Open up a window from heaven, God, and pour out a blessing upon them. In the mighty name of Jesus, may you have a blessed new year. Thanks again, guys, for supporting Hope with Jonathan. We're changing lives out there, and you guys are a part of it. And God bless you guys. Take care of your kidneys. Remember to love on everyone. And most of all, guys, make sure that you go get your labs done. Stay on top of your lab work. Take care of your kidneys. God bless. This is Jonathan.